did you have any other any stories about um like self-care, staying at home with the kids?
Um, let me see. So I obviously I like to do play dates obviously with Alex and Taylor. So that's like a really good self-care. It's gotten a little bit we've had to like work some things out since Taylor moved to Omaha, which is great. We're obviously happy to support her doing that whatnot. It has just kind of changed how we do it because it was really easy just to be like, oh, every other week we'll rotate houses and whatnot. So it's a little bit trickier now, but it honestly makes it more fun. Like we just went
Yeah.
to Taylor's house, what was it, like a couple weeks ago? And we were there for like all morning. And so it was like almost like we got a longer amount of time to be together. So it was almost like kind of nice instead of feeling like we had to rush out after like maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours. It's like, we were here for 4 hours. This is awesome. Got extra time. And so that's an easy thing I like to do because then I get to hang out with them and talk. I get the drive up back and forth because my kids are usually pretty quiet in the car. I don't know how your children are in the car, but
They
Hazel
usually
and
sleep. We get lucky with that.
yeah, Molly some will sleep, but and Hazel sometimes will just sit there and just look out the window, pretty chill. She'll talk a little bit, but she also just likes to listen to music like I do. And so I get like that 45-minute drive is pretty quiet, which is
Yeah.
super nice. So it's got some multiple different things that I enjoy doing, but otherwise, um, I don't. My self care with them is usually during nap time if I don't have a busy day, and usually it's again that quiet moment because I'm alone in the house at that point. Justin's at work, they're in their room, so it's literally just me. So I get my quiet time. Sometimes it's Mama needs to go get some coffee. Let's get in the car and go for a drive, and we'll go do that, and then we'll just drive around a little bit. And Hazel will ask me questions or what she sees, so I still get to interact with her. But then I got my coffee, and I got to get out for a little while. It's kind of you just have to figure it out. It doesn't always have to look great, and sometimes it's just literally they watched a movie all morning, and I gotta just hang out on the couch watching the movie with them, or just like doing something else, or just kind of enjoying them playing. So it just depends on what's going on, but there's some variety of things I try to do based on how I'm feeling and what I need. It's a lot of you just figuring out what you like and what you need that day. Takes a lot of thought process sometimes to do, but then at least you know what you need in the moment.
Okay. I love it. I love getting coffee, taking little drives.
Oh yeah.
And I think it's super cool that you and Alex and Taylor have just become like awesome friends, you know? It's been
Yeah.
really good for Alex too. She wants to have a mom community, and that's like what she has her friends from like when she worked in different industries.
Mhm.
Um and some of those people, there's some guys and girls, are parents, but I mean, I just don't think that they've been able to stay in touch quite to the same level that you three have. And a lot of
Mhm.
them aren't parents. And so, of
Right.
course, I still love all of them, but you just like, once you become a parent, you don't see them as much. Their lives are very different than ours. They're busy doing fun things, I'm sure, and I would love to be able to go and spend time with them, but it's just a little bit more natural to have a friend that is a parent so they can kind of relate and they're going through similar things. And it's really good for Alex. She like loves being spend the time that she spends with you and Taylor.
Yeah.
I always want to say Schmuddy, but Cinewiki.
No, for sure. I am very happy I have the both of them. So kind of go into that a little bit. So I kind of had the same experience. Like after I had Hazel, there's obviously the initial excitement of like, oh, you're having a baby. So like my friends that didn't have kids are like, oh, she's like so great. Like, I want to meet her. I'm unlucky for me. Like she was born before holiday stuff, so obviously we had a lot of that going on. So there wasn't a lot of time to see friends or whatnot. And then COVID hit, so then it's like we're isolating now. So I didn't. After that, like obviously friend connections kind of died down just because I was working all the time and trying to like be a mom because I had Hazel home more often, but I just because my work schedule was more fluid at that point, which I liked, but also then I wasn't going anywhere because I couldn't go anywhere. And I remember like as the longer I had, as Hazel got older, and I really started to feel it when I was pregnant with Molly, which I part of me thought maybe it was just hormones or whatever, but I started really thinking like I don't really have a good set of friends anymore. Like if they're any of my current friends or like old friends are listening, it's like I love y'all. It's not like I don't love y'all, but it just felt like different because they were like hanging out with coworkers and doing their stuff. Some of them, like one of them, I think had a kiddo or was going to have a kiddo soon at that point, so she was kind of doing her own thing. Other ones were hanging out with their people or like their own families. And so I just was like, I feel like I lost my community there and I felt almost alone. And Justin tried to help, but I mean, love my husband, but it's not the same. Like I can't talk
Yeah.
to you about the same stuff. I had my sister-in-law, Justin's sister Alexa. She and I talked a lot. Love her, and like obviously she's great. And in my head, it's like, but also she has friends too. Like she has other people besides me, and I feel like I don't have that. I don't have a big mom community of friends, and I want that. And so when Taylor and Alex invited me to go out with them, that I think it was like May after I had Molly. Um, I remember thinking like, oh my gosh, like this might be this might be a good experience. This might be awesome because I had seen them on their lives when Alex and her did
Yeah.
the blog, and I loved watching those. And I even got on once and we'd comment. And I never had really met Taylor. Like I saw her at Alex's baby shower when Harrison was a little baby, but otherwise, like I didn't know her. And so when I saw her come on and just hear her story and saw how the two of them interacted, I was like, these two are like really fun. Like I know Alex from family stuff, but like this is like a whole different experience. These are really cool ladies. And I would love to be friends with them. It's just how do I do that? And so they took the initiative and invited me, which I love because now it's like I have my community
Oh, that's so awesome.
and
I
I really
love
needed
hearing that.
that. Yeah, I it's made things a lot easier for me to where I feel like I'm not by myself anymore and that I do have like friends that I can go to and talk about stuff and we can relate. It's so nice. So thankful for both of them. So you need your mom community and I can get why Alex likes that too. Like cuz I feel the same way about